This is the Arenti Dome1 2K Wi-Fi security camera. On paper, this camera promises a lot. Does it deliver on what it promises? Let's find out. To start off with the features, this is a 2K 3 megapixel camera. It's also a 360 degree camera that can pan up to 350 degrees and tilt from -20 to 90 degrees. It has AI motion detection as well as sound detection and works with Alexa and Google Assistant. It also has infrared lights for night vision and allows it to see up to 33 feet or 10 meters. It has two-way audio, and it also promises geofencing, which puts the camera in sleep mode and stops recording when you're home or your phone is on the same Wi-Fi network. Now, adding the camera is easy. Just click on Add, select the camera, click on Next, enter your Wi-Fi password, make sure it's a 2.4 GHz network, and then you will see a QR code which you need to place in front of the camera, and supposedly it will recognize it and add the camera. Now, if for whatever reason this doesn't work, there is an alternate way to do it. You need to press the reset button to get a blue light, and then the camera will generate a Wi-Fi network, which you will need to connect to, and then the camera will be added. Now let's go through the app and the features. So this is the first screen you see when you open the app. Clicking on play shows you the live feed. This is where you would pan and tilt, left and right. You can enable the microphone on the camera or enable the microphone on your phone so you can speak through the camera. You can take a photo, record a video, and this will take you full screen, where you can see the feed more easily and still control the feed. Pan, tilt, left and right. Now there's another screen over here which you can use to enable or disable motion detection, and a feature that I haven't found on other cameras is music. So there's a predefined list of 14 different music tracks, which presumably you'd use for your babies, so Hush Little Baby for example, and this will start playing through the camera. If you go here, you can see the history on a timeline. It shows you with a yellow bar when there was a human detected, and you can scroll through the recorded tracks. Unfortunately, the timeline is the only way you can see this. There's no thumbnail or list view, which would make things easier. You can always go to the calendar and browse by the different dates. And then you can enable or disable the microphone, take a snapshot, and record the video that is being played. Over here you have scenes, but to be honest, I have not been able to get these to work. Whenever you try to create a scene, there's nothing that works. I'm not sure if this is broken with an update. And then to see the different settings, so settings, you can see the device name over here. Device share is where you can share this device with members of your family to have access. Device information, you get information about the network name, the signal strength, etc. Installation guide, just as a tutorial on how to install it. And then basic function, you can see the network indicator. Privacy protection is an interesting feature. This retracts the lens to hide it. You can either have it on or off, or set it to a schedule, or, and this is one of the most important features for me, geofencing. Unfortunately, for some reason, they do not support this anymore because, as they say, due to the latest regulations of the App Store, I've tried this both on iOS and on Android, and it is the same. I did reach out to them and they had basically the same response. I'm not sure what these regulations are. Other manufacturers still support geofencing, but this apparently does not work anymore. You can flip the screen if you're installing the camera on the ceiling, and you can toggle night mode or the IR infrared lights either off, on, or automatic. Then you go to alert settings. You can toggle on and off to receive alert notifications, motion detection. You can set it on low, medium, or high, and then only to be triggered when there's a human motion that's detected. And the alarm area is where you can select or deselect what area you want it to monitor. Noise detection, you can have it detect noise and send you an alert and set it to either low, medium, or high threshold. And then cry detection, if it detects a crying baby, it would send you a notification. Recording management, you can either select full day recording or event recording, and then the recording intervals are 1, 2, or 3 minutes. Here you can see the capacity of the memory card and format it. Cloud storage service, this is a subscription, so you'd need to subscribe to that. And then under advanced features, you have the OnVIF settings. So if you enable this, you can see the IP address, the account username, and the password. Here you can change from UHD, so Ultra HD, to HD to SD quality. To show you the video quality of the camera as well as its motion tracking capabilities, here is a clip recorded from the camera itself.
So this is the video quality on the Arenti video camera. You're also listening to me through the microphones. I did notice whenever the camera is moving, so the motor is engaged to track, the microphone cuts off. So the camera will be unable to record audio at the same time as motion. I'm going to move around now to see how well it tracks me. And now the running test. Does not want.
So what I don't like, the first major issue I have with this is that the geofencing does not work, neither on iOS nor on Android. That for me is one of the more important features, as I don't want the camera recording when I'm home, and I never have a fixed schedule every day of when I'm home and when I'm not, so setting a predefined schedule wouldn't work at all for me. If it does for you, then I guess that's less of an issue. The tracking isn't that great, as you saw. It's not always able to follow you around, and especially if you are moving a bit faster. The microphone cuts off when the camera is tracking, as you saw. It is not dual band, but most aren't. It also doesn't have an Ethernet port, so you need to rely on the 2.4 GHz network, which can be slow, especially if you live in a congested city. Now what I do like, well, the camera looks nice, really nice actually, one of the nicer ones I've seen. It's significantly more compact than others and also has a really nice metallic finish as opposed to the more plasticky finish of most cameras on the market. The private mode is nice, but less useful for me, as I said, if I cannot automatically trigger that. It needs quite a few clicks to get to it, to activate it manually as well, which makes it less and less useful. All in all, while this camera looks really nice and on paper has decent features, for me it just falls a bit short, for my needs at least. Let me know in the comments section what you thought of this camera, and as always, if you liked the video, please hit the like button, and also consider subscribing to my channel, as this encourages me to continue producing content. Until next time, cheers.